This the NCB. I got a freak elite like Pablo Pete. 980 the Neo folders where the Charlotte leaks. 252 for the Greenville. Hat on blue for the Tar Heels. I can edge them on this paradox like crack foes, like the locks. We knock bolts and the notch. Now I know money talks. How I can't even announce my parents' script and reach the dot. Cause when this ball point to close, my mental travel hellish spots like astro projection. Cannot conjoint the two of us if there is no connection. But you can close section. The NCB, the NCB. The NCB, the NCB, whoa, whoa.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, I love you, Mr. Jackson, for real, I do.
I almost got away. If it wasn't for that goddamn Gerald Jackson and the NCB mob, I almost got away. Got to be more careful.
Lord, you got to be more careful when you go to these bars and you go out here to these restaurants and you start having all these drinks. You got to be careful. When your name Leandria Johnson, you got to be careful, girl. Leandria Johnson, Leandria, Lily, drunky Andria Johnson. Ma'am, not again, not again, not again. Y'all make sure you share the live on tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. Y'all already know who we talking about on tonight. We're talking about drunk ass Leandria Johnson, who I told y'all 2 months ago that she was a drunk and that she didn't want no help, and that, anytime shit is hot, she gonna do what it need to be, done and did to make this shit pass over. Girl, didn't you just get out of rehab about 2-3 weeks ago? Huh? They should have locked you in that mud like they got Wendy Wendell. Locked down. And I don't know why these people is keep bringing you to their churches and to their events to sing and preach and harm and hip and hop, but ain't nobody got you up in no circle. Say, loose here, devil, is something on her life. God got her. She got anointed. Ain't nobody got her in no circle saying, loose up off of here. She got children. Loose here, devil. She got a career. Loose here, devil. She gonna be delivered. Ain't nobody got her in no circle yet. Ain't nobody got around her holding no hands yet. Definitely gonna talk about it on tonight. Definitely gonna talk about you on tonight like a dog. Just like we talk about everybody else that get arrested. Just like you hoes talked about me when I got arrested. We gonna talk about, Lily on tonight. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in tonight. We really appreciate everybody that is coming on. I do know we having a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We're going to talk about it on tonight. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, that's watching on YouTube and on Facebook. 353 of y'all on Facebook watching. I know some of you hoes over here don't like me and you tuned in tonight. And I just want to let you know that you got a mental illness, okay? Because, we don't watch people that we don't like over here tonight. And let me just say this. This commentary is not for the weak. It's not for the faint. It's not for the people who always send on their page talking about everybody else and these celebrities and everybody else's business. But then when we talk about somebody that you love and that you like, you and your feelings, fuck your feelings tonight. Oh, y'all already know Gerald don't give a damn about your feelings. Because this girl need to be delivered from the hands of the enemy. Y'all keep letting the devil sit up in your church. Keep handing the devil a mic. This girl need to be delivered. Delivered. Them trips in these cities that y'all bringing this girl to ain't nothing but vacations for her. How you just got done singing about Lord deliver you at the poverty program. Then y'all done drove all the way to Virginia and you done had a little bit too much to drink again, Leandria. Girl, you just got arrested in December for drinking in public and then trying to hide the liquor from the police when they pulled up on you. And all of these people that surrounding themselves around you don't even love you. They don't even care about you enough to say, hey, ho, stay in the house today. Let us go get your liquor. Because see, y'all think that we don't drink. We get fucked up. Okay? We get fucked up. But guess what? We ain't streaming it on live. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't all out here in the streets. We know how to go to a bar and have drinks and leave without cussing somebody out, without getting loud. We ain't louder than the TV like some of you wretch. I don't even like going out to eat with people who give waitresses a hard time. But at the end of the day, it seems like the people that's around Leandria, they don't love her. They like this shit. They like that she getting talked about on the blog because they at home reading the comments, laughing, but low key the next day up in her face smiling. Girl, what we got to do next? What's it? But they don't care about her enough to say, hey, stay in the room today. We ain't going to no bar, Leandria, because you are Leandria Johnson and you don't know how to drink without getting drunk. You don't know how to drink without getting arrested. You know how drunk and belligerent you have to be for the police to take you to jail for public drunkenness. Normally, they let you leave with somebody or they, but this is the second time that you done got arrested in 2 months and these naked, nappy-headed, unanointed, no filled with the Holy Ghost, guts all in them like Kiara Shear, sit up here and say you got an issue. Leandra, you do have an issue. And I think it's deeper than we can help you. You do have an issue. You have an issue because, girl, it's going on 6 years now. You was just on Ayanla Fix Your Life, crying, talking about you need help, smoking cigarettes, doing all this stuff. Ayanla gave you the tools because you went to her because your issue went beyond 2019. Girl, we are almost in 2026 and you still up. Girl, if going to church and leaving the same way you came, girl, you are that person. You need to be delivered. See, if you was my friend Leandria, I wouldn't care about you drunk. Let me tell you something. There's a right way to do wrong. See, when you doing stuff in the privacy of your home or you around people that you trust, that you know they ain't no fanned out people, groupies, and always got their phone. I don't like people like that. Always ready to take pictures. Oh, I'm with this. I don't like people like that. I don't like groupies. Bitch, chill. We riding out. I know I'm the baddest blogger, bitch. We chilling. We riding. We ain't talking about no blog. We ain't talking about no stories. Well, but at the end of the day, nobody like me or the public will know you getting drunk in the privacy of your house or in the privacy of your hotel room, Leandria. You might as well go ahead and start rapping, baby. Go ahead and start singing R&B. Maybe if you start singing R&B, maybe if you get up there on the stage with Fantasia and let Fantasia take you around the world and sing R&B, we won't be talking about you so much. But I have a problem when you sit up here and you try to preach and try to minister to people when you need to be standing right in the mirror singing, Lord, deliver me, because all I seem to do is hurt. Girl, you is hurting you. And the people blaming it on the bloggers. No, bitch. The police department put her mugshot up first. It just came down the timeline. Y'all got to remember, your arrest is public records. You can't stop that, okay? You can't stop that. We're going to talk about you, okay? I don't understand why Kiara Sheard ain't never been to jail for drinking publicly. I don't know why Dorinda Clark Cole and, some of these powerful gospel artists, I don't know why Tasha Cobbs Leonard ain't been out here arrested for drinking. And they probably drink. They probably get drunk than a motherfucker. But at the end of the day, they ain't out here where people know what they doing. They keeping their business private. And every time Leandra get out of jail and she come on these comments, she see y'all say, oh, she's dealing with an issue. Oh, she's hurting. Oh, she got an issue. And she gonna say, yep, I'm fooling them. They so dumb. They so stupid. I love getting drunk. I just get drunk and they just catch me. She playing in y'all faces. Y'all are the dumbest church people I have ever seen. Now, there is a remnant. There's a remnant of people. There's a remnant of church people. We ain't dumb. And we ain't stupid like some of y'all hoes that keep coming to her defense instead of going over there trying to check her into rehab. She got children. Do you care about your children, girl? Do you love your children? Because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, it's probably a man that got you over there drinking like that, Leandria. Girl, what is you going through? We all done lost a loved one, girl. You can't be still dealing with your brother's loss all these years, girl, to the point that you drinking like this and you going to jail. You done left one state and then went to a whole nother state and caught another charge. Okay. I mean, just be a girl. Listen, at this point, Leandria, I'm just so sick of hearing you singing about the Lord. Thank y'all so much for the cash outs. I'm just so sick of you singing about the Lord, girl, and we keep finding you out here, cussing people out, trying to hide the liquor from the police. And then your fans and your followers want to get mad because we talking about you. We gonna talk about you. We are the news, girl. This is the news. The news job is to talk about. Just like you get booked to go and saying, girl, we get paid to report news. It's our job. We all got jobs. We just in a different field. See, y'all don't like people like me and Jives and all these other bloggers talking about y'all because y'all know we drags it down. We bring the truth out here and y'all don't like that. But guess what? You're going to have to get over it. You're going to get over it. Go have you a shot tonight. Leandria probably taking a shot right now. But then when we said it last time, oh, she's struggling. Girl, not even, you ain't even let a year go by. You just ran out of rehab. Rehab ain't help you. And then people got the nerve to try to sit up here and try to make my God weak. Sit up here and say, well, maybe God taking her through this so he could give her better. Girl, God been taking her through this for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. It's been a long time. Lord, when you going to deliver her? You got to want deliverance. You got to want it for yourself. But ain't nobody done got you in no circle yet and cast that demon out of you. Ain't nobody done caught that demon out of you. All they keep doing is bringing you more shots. Shot. We got a book in tonight. We're gonna go sing at St. Peter Missionary Baptist Church, and we're going to get shot. Girl, shots. So let me play this video real quick. I just want to. Leandria got a little testimony she want to tell y'all. She want to tell y'all something still got a hold of her. So we're gonna go ahead and let her, Then I'm gonna let y'all call in tonight for the people that want to call in tonight. And if you got a comment, and if you got something you want to say, you got an opinion you want to stand up for, you can do what you want to do on tonight. All right, y'all, let's go.
A bottle named Tito's. Oh, shucks. You ought to see their face, Diane. I said there is a bottle named Tito's. What is the name? That I bottle it. Used to be Grey Goose. Used to be Hennessy. Used to be tequila. Almost killed me. But that Tito's brand still got a hold on me. You ought not to look at me like that, because there's something that still got a hold on you.
No, don't come over here talking that shit, Miss Kim. Go on about your business, Miss Kim, before you get roasted right along with Leandria Johnson, girl. I will put you up here and I will roast you another bust down in your head. So, going about your business. You wrong, she wrong, we all wrong, girl. In this world, everybody's gonna be wrong. Welcome to the world. I'm sure your parents should have told you that before you grew high and stubby like you look. She should have told you, in this world, people gonna talk about you. Kim, did your mom and your daddy not raise you up and tell you that? Little girl, did they not raise you up and tell you that your family, that people in the world gonna talk about you, that people in the world gonna stab you in your back like a dog, that people in the world is gonna tell you no, is that people in the world gonna say don't nobody want you and don't nobody care about you and that you ain't gonna never amount to anything? Kim, I'm talking to you, Kim Possible. Girl, didn't your family tell you that? Welcome to the real world, ho, where people talk about you. We gonna talk about her, ma'am. So get over it. Get over it. You and all that gel in your hair can go to hell. All right? Coming over here talking about you wrong. You wrong for coming up here looking like you looking. You wrong. Sitting up here trying to talk about somebody wrong. Listen, the Lord, you right. The Lord is working on me, working on another blessing. Girl, I've been getting blessed all year long. Girl, how many checks have cleared your bank account, bitch? Oh, okay. I was just, okay. And I'm not talking about no $500,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 checks, man. I'm talking about some $10,000, $20,000 checks. Did you have some checks clear this? Do you have at least $100,000 in your bank account, bitch? Oh, okay. You ain't got that. Okay. Well, until you get that much in your bank account, bitch, have a seat down at the bottom. Okay. Coming up here talking about you wrong. Girl, you wrong. Ooh. It be these. Ooh. Kim, go away. Do somebody got some Germettes? Please. Do anybody got any bug spray so we can spray on Kim? Kim, because this show is not about you, but I would definitely incorporate you in this show on tonight, ma'am. If you want to be added, Kim, I definitely will add your little stubby toe ass, okay? You add all that gel in your motherfucking head, okay? You still walking around today oily, girl. Take some of that goddamn gel out your hair. Take some of that grease out your hair today. We know Pastor ain't pulled that whole bottle of anointing oil in your goddamn head. Send up that. I be looking at these people with all this damn black gel and grease and all kind of spritz and all this foolishness up in y'all hair, thinking y'all slaying. You is not slaying. You look casket ready, okay? We putting this look in the ground forever, girl. This is not something that you put on every day, Kim. That style you got, Kim, that's not something you wear every day, girl. You is casket ready. That's something you put in the ground and you lock away forever. We never, ever see that style ever again, Kim. Now, don't make me put your picture up here, Kim. Okay. Sitting up here looking like two fat boy kneecaps. Leave me alone, Kim. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I will have the people at your job laughing at you tomorrow, girl. You better go on. You better go on. Matter of fact, I'm going to put your picture up here. Let me see what you look like. Because I just roasted you off the top of the dome. Let me see what you look like. Let me see if my roast was accurate, girl. Where the motherfucking money, Esha? You know what? It's always these type of people. Girl, you looking like a motherfucking microphone up here. You know the microphone that got the little cube at the middle? Yeah, that's what you look like. Let me go and put you up here. Sitting up here looking like a bowling pin. Girl, I know you ain't up here trying to tell me that I'm wrong. Girl, you and your whole body is wrong. Let the people see you. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of roasting ad today. Let the people see what you looking like. That's what we about to do. You sitting up here looking like a whole bowling pin, girl. Girl, is this you, ma'am? Looking like Gaiman from Soul. Oh, no. Matter of fact, that wasn't even. Girl, is this you, Gaiman from Soul Play? Girl, don't you ever in your bowling pin days of living come over here to the NC Beat. It's always these funny shape. Look, you know what? Look at my curtain. You know what? My curtain is so prophetic. Let me take a picture of this real quick. I just looked at her and I just looked at my curtain real quick. Let me take a picture of this curtain real quick, girl, because you got to get this. This look just like you, girl. This is so prophetic that, you know, ma'am, I'm not even going to do you in like I want to do you in because they're going to try to say, oh, he roasted black women and oh, he cussing black women and all this, you know. But let me show y'all this. I want y'all to look at this design before we move on about Leandria Johnson. Okay, now, hold on, let me see. It said it failed to upload. Oh, okay, here it goes. Now, girl, do you see you? Wait, it won't let me upload it. Oh, you better be lucky I can't upload it because you sitting over here looking like one of these little designs in this logo. Do y'all see that? Is this, these are the people that always coming for the baddest blogger. Girl, look at you. Is this you, ma'am? Girl, you over there looking like somebody ready to strike your ass right there. It's a no for me. It is definitely a no, girl. It's so much shit I can say about you right now, ma'am, but I'm not even going to roast you down to the ground like I really can roast you down to the ground. Girl, you look like a Christmas tree ornament, bitch. This bitch, it look like you could pick her up off this picture, just hang her ass on the Christmas tree. Y'all, don't she look like one of them ornaments? Y'all know one of them brown angel ornaments. Girl, you look like one of them brown angel ornaments that you can hang on the motherfucking tree. You look like one of them angels that be hanging on the Christmas trees, man. That's what you look like, one of them angels that be hanging on the motherfucking Christmas tree. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn some damn ammo. Ma'am, I don't think you want this smoke, ma'am. Y'all see her looking crazy. Ma'am, I don't think you want this smoke, okay? So have a good day. All right, y'all. We done talking about you, girl. You look like one of them little ass angels that they hang up on the Christmas tree. Just put your little ass up there, put your ass in the box, and we don't see you no more until December next year. Okay. All right. We moving right along. I done spent so much time dealing with her. All right. So listen. So y'all saw the video about Leandria Johnson talking about the Tito's. All right. So now Leandria was on Thursday. She was up there. I believe it was Oxon Hill, Maryland. She was at the United Community Against Poverty 60th anniversary celebration. And it was Thursday at 7 o'clock. It was at the MGM National Harbor. And the next day, on the 21st, Friday, she was somewhere in Arlington, Virginia, and she was arrested for public drunkenness again. But I just want to show y'all a little bit of video footage of Leandria singing at this anniversary in Maryland the night before she was arrested again. My. Sing, girl.
Cause all I see to do is hurt me. What was I thinking?
baby. That was Leandria Johnson. Let me tell y'all something. I have never denied this. Leandria Johnson. Now, Leandria Johnson. Let me just say this. Let me back up. Let me say this. I have never ever taken away the fact that Leandria Johnson is anointed. She can sing. She can sing. This woman, and this is what pisses me off the most about her, is the fact that God saved your life, literally. Took you to Sunday best barefoot. You ain't have not one shoe to put on. And everything that the Lord has taken you through, and this is how you repay him. Now, what you do in your behind your closed doors, we don't know. That's between you and God. It is. But when you make it public, it's between you and God and the public too. Because it's the public. I mean, that's just the world. Like I told Big Kim. Okay. And just like I was trying to tell Big Knee Bree. Big Knee Bree Holly. Just like I was trying to tell her why she be running around skipping and hopping across the church like Bria. Okay. But she wanted to come for the baddest blog in the comments. And see, I was going to hit Big Knee Bree up tonight. But Bree Holly, I'm not even going to mess with you tonight, girl. I'm not even going to bother you tonight because I just spent a lot of time on Big Kim. But trust and believe. Trust and believe. Okay? Because you had a lot to say, too. When I was talking about this in December after Leandria got arrested, you had so much to say in the comment section. Okay? Because, girl, they done sent me some stuff in on YouTube, Bree. I just don't talk about it because I think it's petty. Okay? So, but at the end of the day, this girl is anointed. She can sing, but she a drunk. Two things can be true. She can be anointed. She can be called by God. She can sing, but she's a drunk. She's a drunk. She is a drunk. It's not an addiction. How you go to rehab 2 weeks ago and you back out here relapsing again? Like what will somebody have to do to keep you from going out here in the public and getting arrested? Or is this just something we're going to have to live with for the rest of our days, that Leandria Johnson is just a drunk? Will there ever be a story where you've been delivered from the hands of the enemy? Will there ever be a time where we write and say Leandria Johnson, is a recovering addict? Like, will there ever be a time where you will be able to have a testimony? What is this testimony about you being drunk? What is godly about you out here in these? You are a gospel artist. If you was an R&B artist, we wouldn't care. Of course, it was, people still write about you because you're a celebrity. I mean, you are a public figure. We're going to talk about you. Hell, if I go to jail today, they're going to talk about me like a dog. That's why I don't spare nobody, because you talk about me. So, and the more people that defend you, the more I'm going to talk about you. The more they come in the comments with that bullshit, the more I'm going to roast you. So that's my little motto just for y'all hoes to know, okay? The more they come and defend you, the more you going to get roasted and toasted, the more I'm going to talk about you. They said you coming to Durham this weekend. They say you on your way to Durham, North Carolina. Do not come up here to Durham with that stuff, because these people up here will knock you out. Durham is nowhere to play with, Leandria. So if you're thinking about going out to the Bull City and you talking shit to anybody, it better be your crew. If you're thinking about going to get fucked up, going to have you some drinks after you sing at the church, don't be talking no shit to the people up there in Durham, because them people in the Bull City, they don't care about you being no gospel artist. They don't care about you just singing, Lord, deliver me. They don't care about none of that stuff. They will go straight to your ass, because some of them don't even like the church anyway because of fake stuff like this. Y'all, fake church, and you put these fake people back up here again to minister to your people. And it's just like, y'all keep playing church, so y'all gonna keep going to jail, and y'all gonna keep getting busted for fucking with the children. If God didn't want you exposed, he would have never exposed it, Leandria. If God didn't want you to be exposed, because see, sometimes I feel like God can, because his ways are not our ways and his thoughts are not our thoughts. But I truly deep down in my heart believe that when God see a person trying to get delivered, trying to be set free from this thing, and you slip up, I feel like he'll cover you. He'll block you from the public knowing you fell short. But I feel like when you ain't getting delivered and you don't want to be set free and you don't want God to take the taste out of your mouth and you just want to be ratchet, and I believe he exposes you. I believe he exposes you. And you're going to keep getting exposed. Y'all going to keep falling. I used to be in church, but I sat myself down when I didn't get my, and I'm still sitting down. I'm sitting down right now. Girl, if this is not your lane, go somewhere else. But stop playing with God. But I'm telling you, 2025 is finna be crazy for the church. It's finna be so crazy. Y'all think this story, it's going to be most story. They're going to be getting exposed. They're going to be going to jail. It's so much stuff finna go on. And then y'all get mad at us when we talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Y'all been talking about the world so much. Y'all been preaching on the world so much. Let us preach on you and talk about you. How about that? We're going to raise some offerings on you tonight. Now, we're not talking about the ministries and the real ministries that love the Lord, that's out here after God's, own heart, and they, doing real ministry. They're doing real ministry. Had I stayed with the Lord, I wouldn't even found myself in some of the stuff that I found myself in, dealing with these racist ass people. If I would have stayed preaching, because what happened was preaching, then trying to be in the world, preaching, then trying to be in the world. The more I was in the world, the more it was taking me away from God and my assignment. And then I got exposed. And then everybody figured out, well, what he be doing when he get off Periscope? What he got a blog? Oh, we didn't know this. Oh, we got this. God will expose what you are doing when he keep on giving you. He give you when he don't expose you the first time, that's for you to have discernment to know he done gave you grace and gave you mercy. But when you do it again and you get exposed, that's on you. That's on you. God give y'all so many signs before you get exposed, and you still get out here and you do it. You ignore the signs. You don't care. And then you want us to have grace on you. No. I already had grace on 5 preachers this week. I had grace on them because they were dealing with some disgruntled members. All right, I'm moving right along. I'm just saying, I just believe he will expose you after a while. After a while. I believe he'll let the people know what you're really doing after a while. Because you just sat up here and told us that you're struggling, you dealing with this. Girl, that is no excuse. You struggling, but what are you doing? You showing us that you keep drinking, but you're not showing us that you're using the tools that are being provided to you, Leandria Johnson. Get help. You need to be delivered. And I'm not even drinking none of that. I'm drinking some damn Welch's guava juice, whatever it's called. But at the end of the day, you need to get delivered. You need people around you that's going to say, sis, you got to remember, you are a gospel artist. You Leandria Johnson. You can't be out here in public like this, acting out and getting and what I told y'all the last time I was live, I said, y'all going to keep excusing it, and what? She going to keep getting in trouble. Her drunkenness going to keep getting her in jail. I just told y'all last month. 2 months ago. It's going, and now what? Here go a second time. And she's going to find herself in it again because it's a demon that got a hold of her. And everybody that books them flights, everybody that go get in them cars, Leandria Johnson don't travel by herself. She don't travel by herself. She take probably a people with her, or she might do travel by herself, but I don't believe she do. But y'all that travel with her are her enablers. Y'all are her enablers. Y'all let her do that. Y'all let her do that. Let her fire you. So what? So what? She gonna call you back because she drunk. A drunk gonna cuss you out and they gonna call you tomorrow. Okay? Okay. So she was there Thursday night. Okay? And she was in Arlington, Virginia, and she got another mugshot. Leandria Johnson has been arrested again for public drunkenness in Virginia. I reached out to Arlington, Virginia County Sheriff's Office to get the details of her arrest. And what that means is I'm just trying to understand what happened, what led up to her arrest, where was she at? All that stuff is public records under the law. But where was she at? Was she at a bar again? Was she at a hotel? Where was she at? Like, to get drunk to the point where you go to jail, you have to have been belligerent. Like you have, and it's so demonstrably sad. So let me put the mugshot back up here. Because y'all wanted this. Hold on. But this is a mugshot, okay? This was her arrest on Friday. She got arrested Friday afternoon, February 21st, okay? Just 2 days ago. She got arrested Friday afternoon, and she bonded out around 9:18 p.m., according to court records, okay? We don't know what her bond was, but she did bond out. We don't have her next court date right now, but we will get that, and we will provide that to you once we hear back. We should hear something back from the police on tomorrow. Y'all know it is the weekend, and they are off as it relates to the department that we need to speak to. So yeah, so this is her mugshot. It's a fresh mugshot. I mean, it's a recent mugshot. And like I told y'all in December, Leandria was arrested in South Carolina, in Greenville, South Carolina, because she was drunk again. Okay. And see, she ran to Larisha, who has so many sexual assault. All these men on YouTube got so many. I don't understand why people run to these pedophiles to get them to release statements about y'all. But at the end of the day, she ran to Larry and she gave a statement about her struggling. I'm gonna play that in a few minutes because it's in this article here. But she was arrested in South Carolina. Now, this was back in December. Okay, she was arrested on December the 16th. Okay, she was arrested for public drunkenness and having a open container. And I'm gonna show y'all that mugshot from that arrest. Okay, that's this mugshot. Okay, her December 2024 arrest. Okay, now, I mean, but she released a video and she talked about, it's being a daily struggle, something that she's been dealing with. In the video, she has said, if y'all know me like you know me, then you know this is a daily walk, and this has been a daily walk for me for some time now. So now, according to arrest warrants for this arrest that you see on the screen, the December 2024 arrest, the Greenville, South Carolina Police Department said that Johnson was at Bricktop's restaurant on North Main Street when they had got a call regarding a disturbance. They said that she was screaming at other patrons inside of the restaurant. When officers arrived on the scene, they found her walking on North Lawrence Street, and she was yelling profanities at a man who was with her. Now, police said that they were given a description of the woman who was inside of the bar causing a ruckus, and it matched the description of Johnson, and police stopped her. They said when they stopped her, she was holding a styrofoam cup containing a amber colored liquor in it, and it had a strong odor to it, and they said that she tried to hide it. Okay, they also said that she shows signs of impairment, including slurred and incoherent speech, as well as she was having a hard time standing, and they gave her a bond of $257 and 50 cents. Okay, now I want to play this video so y'all can see the excuse that she gave to Larisha live. Okay, who secret lover says that he's in talks with the FBI. So woo, it's gonna be slippy for a lot of y'all. Okay, let me put this screen up here because I want y'all to watch this video. All right, let's go. Can y'all see this? Okay, let me make it big. Let me blow it up a little bit. All right.
Hey everyone, to all of my family, my friends, and my supporters, thank you so much for your continued prayers and love. I do see all of the text messages and all of the phone calls. I'm just taking this time now to just really just woosah. And if y'all know me, like you know me, you know that this is a daily walk, and this has been a daily walk for me for some time now. And I'm yet still growing. So to Larry Reed, thank you so much for waiting to contact me to get it from me, opposed to everybody else just putting out what they want.
She drunk
Thank you,
then.
and I appreciate you and your fans. So just keep me lifted, and I'm gonna get through this. Love you all. Bye.
So what's the excuse now, Leandria? What you gonna come out and say this time, girl? This your second time. What you gonna say this time, girl? What you gonna come out and say about this recent arrest? What you gonna say? Because the details gonna come out. It's public records, girl. So what you gonna say this time, Leandria? You need somebody to roast you down to the ground like this because you got to do better. There's so many people out here that love you, and you got to do better. You got to do better for your children. You got to think about your kids. Do y'all not love y'all kids? Why do y'all sit around here and lay up with these men and give him your treasure, and then you have no love for your children? Love your kids, girl. What if you go to court and they put you in jail for 2 years? They put you away for 30 days. Say you can't go on the road and travel no more and preach the gospel because the court has power over you, girl. You locked up in a whole nother state. Your kids got to come up here, spend all that church money that you done got for singing, and you know you're supposed to get paid because you are a gospel artist, still business. But at the end of the day, you know you're spending unnecessary money on legal fees that you don't even have to rack up or get. Just acting crazy out here in the streets. And at this point, I'm convinced you, at this point, I believe you be standing up there. Sometimes you be drunk singing the gospel, just like how them rappers do. They pregame before they hit that stage. They be high than a Cooter Brown before they hit that stage. And Leandria Johnson, I just really hope that you get some help and that you surround yourself around people that love you. Because when everybody walk out on you, how you gonna manage everything? You a drunk. A drunk can't manage stuff. A drunk can't how a drunk gonna keep herself? Oh, I got to be booked here. I got to go here. I got to go there. I got to go this. I got to go there. I got to go this. I got to go here. I got to go there. And if they love you, they will help you before you end up killing somebody or you kill yourself and then they out of the bag. Stop worrying about if she gonna fire you or not. So what? Move on. But knowing that I can intervene and help my friend or help somebody that I love and sit back and watch them go out like this, I would feel very ashamed. I would be so disappointed in myself because I know, hide them bottles, bust them bottles, throw them bottles in the trash can. She's a gospel artist. Protect her legacy. Because when you die, Leandria Johnson, your legacy gonna be you was a drunk who stayed in jail. It's gonna be so many documentaries that they're gonna talk about you like a doll. And you think I'm talking about everybody that was right there with you. They're gonna bribe them with some checks. Then they're gonna sit up there on TV and talk about you and talk about what you did. You see what they doing to R. Kelly. You see what they doing to all them people. They're gonna come up and they're gonna talk about you. But they ain't gonna say nothing while you still here and you been delivered. Because then when you drinking and driving in Georgia and they put you on house arrest and you got to spend time in jail, girl. Because what's gonna happen is when everybody walk out, a drunk gonna think, oh, let me get the keys and let me get in the car. Oh, let me go drive here. You know, I ain't gonna say my friend. My friend uncle is like, he gets towed down. And he be really thinking he can do shit and he drunk. I'm like, oh, how you gonna mow the grass and you over here about to sway? We had to sit down. How you finna mow the grass at 8 o'clock at night and you over here sweat? It got lights on it, but you can't drive no damn. God damn it, I've been doing this since y'all been born. Get off me. Give me a damn lawn. Man, you can't get on this damn lawnmower. You try. They sweat. Drunks think they can do it. Let me get these keys and go out here to the stove. You know, ran out there and hit somebody. You know why? Because drunks do it every day. They get behind the wheel and they kill people. But y'all don't like that kind of talk like that, huh? Mm-hmm. Y'all don't like when somebody bring it down and bring reality to you. Okay? And listen, every people drink. It's pastors drinking. Y'all keep on talking about it's a problem with drinking. Me personally, do what you want to do. Okay? If that's how you feel like you want to serve the Lord, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But what I'm saying is, if y'all don't want us, what's up? The Dot Chew. Shout out to my sister, the Dot Chew up here. I love y'all too. Hey, Courtney. Y'all keep making y'all. This is what I keep saying, and the reason why I block a lot of y'all because I like educated black people, like I really do. I can't stand. I'm just so. Oh Lord, I hate that I'm that way, but like I can go back and forth with somebody roasting me, and it's like it making sense. Like I can have an intelligent debate with you. We might throw shade at each other, but I can have a debate with you. But when people come in the comments talking about everybody drink, I had to block people like that because you're not even you missing the whole point. You're not even reading the story. It's not the fact that she's drinking. It's the fact that her drinking keeps getting her arrested, and her drinking is in public. If Leandria wants to drink, fine, drink. Drink until it gets in your bloodstream and you get cancer. Drink. If you want to drink, drink. Drink yourself, drink your life away. But what I'm saying is, if you want to have a little bit more dignity, you get what I'm saying? And you don't want people talking about you on the internet, then stop going places, public places, doing stuff that's going to get you arrested, and we won't talk about you. Leandria can drink all she wants to. All I'm saying is her friends and people that surround themselves around her, just have her do it at home. Say, sis, we ain't going to go out to no bar tonight. I already got us some drinks. We're going to chill at the hotel in the jacuzzi and drink. You can be as loud as you want to. You can talk and slur because we know you. You get what I'm saying? Instead of putting yourself in this situation where us bloggers are commentating on you. That's all I'm saying. She can drink, do what she want to do. Drink, Leandria. That's what you want to do. Drink. But when it's time for us to talk about you, we're going to talk about how you in the church, how you a gospel artist, how these preachers that's also drinking too, because that's the only people that's bringing you. Because if any real preacher that really love you, because let me tell you something. When you're dealing with, let me tell you something. Leandria Johnson is a moneymaker. And I'm going to just say that. She's a moneymaker. The girl can sing. Oh my gosh. And it's so different when you are in person listening to her singing. And that's what any artist that you like, that you love. When you go to an in-person concert, the sound, man, it's different. So it's easy for preachers to bring her because they know she's going to bring the money because everybody loves Leandria Johnson. You get what I'm saying? Like, people going to travel to come see her. She's one of those gospel artists that I know people going to come and see her. It's not like Dottie Peoples in town and ain't nobody coming. You know what I'm saying? This Leandria Johnson. And so it's so easy to make a business decision to bring her, because it's going to make money for the church. They're going to make their money. They're going to pay her what she, but when somebody going to bring her and pray for her and not just hand her a mic and say, hey, you coming up in 5 minutes. How can you, I wonder how many drunks was in that service or any service she's been in that want to be delivered. You, Leandria, you be the example for somebody else to get delivered. You show them that you can do it. Girl, it's keeping the people. All right. So I like Dottie Peoples too. Y'all know people be catching strays. But because one Dottie Peoples, an R&B singer one time before, they said she was she an R&B? I don't know, because y'all be making up so much fake stuff on these people's names. I think they said Dottie Peoples was an R&B singer one time before. Was she an R&B singer? I don't want to be lying on her name. I thought Dottie Peoples sung R&B one time before. But you know, like I said, Leandria, you just need to get some help, baby. That's all. You can drink if that's what you want to do. Drink, but I just don't see other art. I just don't see other gospel artists going through this stuff that you're going through, and I know they go through stuff. You don't think these people? You don't think other gospel artists and other pastors go through stuff to the point that they gonna get a drink? I know they do. I know. I know. But I can't talk about what I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But they not out here at bars going to jail. The police not getting called to their house because they cutting up. That's the only difference between Leandria Johnson. There's a right way to do wrong, girl. And you doing wrong all the wrong way. All I'm saying is you need to get somebody, because at this point you love the drink. You don't want to be delivered. You do not want to be delivered. I'm convinced that you don't want to be delivered. And this stuff is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And you need help. You're going to end up finding yourself in a conservatorship just like Wendy Williams, where they're going to be going through your money. They're going to lock your money up. They're going to put you away in a place where you're going to be locked away and you're not going to be able to have access to nothing. I don't understand how motherfuckers let people do that. Who keep all their money in the bank any damn way? Y'all ain't got no safes at the house where you keep the little money and the little gold at the house. Damn, y'all keep. At least you got, when they get to hacking the motherfucking bank accounts and, they get to taking the money, you got to have a little cash, But, Leandria, you might need to get yourself together. You really do, sis. You really do. You really do. You really do. You really do. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. And it hurts me that I have to do my job. And people say, well, Gerald, you can make the choice to not talk about it. Yep, I can, but I got a bill or two to pay, bitch. Just like Leandria got a bill or two to pay when she go get booked, bitch. I got a bill or two to pay too. So just for you hoes want to know, yes. Hold on, y'all. So yes, bitch, I got 2-3 little bills to pay, ho. So we're gonna talk about you and get this money, okay? I don't understand why y'all think journalists, bitch, this is when I tell y'all this is my full-time job, this is my full-time job, okay? I wake up when I want to, I get on this desk, I get to work when I want to, I do what I want to, because see, I'm not out here blowing all my money like y'all do, so I can go a couple of days without working. Okay, so at the end of the day, bitch, I'm gonna wear the same outfit 4, 5, 600 motherfucking times, bitch, until I get ready to go to the store and buy me a new outfit, bitch. Save your money. You'll see in a couple of years, bitch, why you be seeing me with the same outfit. Now that's just up here on the show, bitch. You gonna be like, damn, Gerald, you done bought a whole motherfucking Walmart show, did, bitch. You see, while I was saving all them damn years, now I can show enough kick my feet back. But Leandria, girl, what is you gonna have in 30 years, girl? Is you gonna be able to retire in 30 years, or is all your retirement going to the liquor store? We the people want to know. All right, somebody say, okay, let me go to the comments. Let me open up the phone lines for y'all a little bit to let y'all, in case y'all want to call in and you want to say something on tonight, I will give y'all the opportunity to call in. My brother Jives is going live at 8. We're supposed to be over there. So I'm gonna do a pop-up over there. Let me open up these phone lines just a little bit to let y'all call in. Somebody said, a Kojak preacher said he used to shoot up heroin before he would preach, and the bishop knew he had a problem. Ooh, what? But you know what, man? I just really want her to get help. Like, I really do. Or we're going to be talking about her all day long. Girl, this is our job. We're going to talk about you, Leandria. Just like y'all want us to promote them flyers and stuff, we're going to promote this. I mean, it's no difference. The people going to do it. I mean, we write the story. It ain't no difference. It ain't no difference. Everybody had their day. I done had a lot of days. Some people talked about me like a dog, but guess what? I don't care because they don't pay my bills. And I know how to talk back. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know how to get back. All right, let me see if anybody want to call. If y'all don't want to call, y'all already know I'm going to turn the line off. And please don't wait till I turn the line off to say put the number back up. All right, let me take a few phone calls in case y'all want to give y'all thoughts on Leandria Johnson. The North Carolina Beat, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Gerald with the G.
Hey,
This
what's
is
up?
Mama Green.
Hey, Mama Green. We miss you, Mama Green. Mama Green, let me write your number down right now while I got it.
Look, Gerald, I'll be listening in. I just don't say too much now.
Ma'am.
I'll just be listening. I don't listen now. When y'all get kind of nasty sometimes, let me get these old ears off of this here, because y'all be, I can't keep up with all this. I know when to fold, Gerald.
What's going on? What you got to say about these topics tonight?
I'm talking tonight, and by the way, my birthday was February the 12th. I turned 66, and I had a blessed day.
No, that's right.
I'm gonna talk real serious tonight because you know what's going on with this young lady. I'm seeing this so much in the church. I'm going through some stuff in my church right now that I told you I got a spirit of discernment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing some stuff that I don't like, and I'm praying hard about it. But I'm reading the comments, and I'm not going to be negative at all because this is serious. Sometimes we have to give people we love, we have to give them tough love.
Mm-hmm.
We got to give them tough love. Now, I'm seeing people saying we just, pray for. But sometimes, when people say pray for people, are you really praying for them, or are you just saying it, or are you just typing that?
Right.
Are you actually going to God in prayer for this particular person, or are we just using that phrase because it's a phrase that we all use, even when people going through death and stuff like that? Well, I'm praying for. Are you really praying for them?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can go to the mountaintop and pray for people,
right?
But if that person doesn't want help for themselves, the prayer is not going to do them any good.
Mm-hmm. The prayer should give you strength to get up.
I'm going to say it again. If I pray for you,
mm-hmm.
if you don't want, I'm going to turn it around. If you say, well, Mama Green, I'm going to pray for Mama Green. You go to the mountaintop and pray for Mama Green. If I do not want change for myself,
mm-hmm.
the prayer that you're praying for me is not going to help me. I got to want change for myself.
Right. Yeah.
There is most of the time, I have a brother like this. That's why I'm saying this is pretty touching to me.
Mm-hmm.
He drank and he was so smart. He could have been an MD. He could have been anything he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he got with the wrong crowd. These people was helping him with his habits of drugs and drinking. It got out of control. I saw my mom on her knees praying to God, crying out to God for her son.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want help, so my mama's prayer didn't work for him because he thought he was in control.
Yeah.
Nobody could never tell him anything. Most of the time, people like that, they think they're in control, but they're not. They're completely out of control.
Yeah.
To this day, I lost 3 brothers. One was killed. And he had 3 brothers. He was the only brother left. To this day, I believe he has not really forgiven those. Well, I know he didn't forgive the person that killed my brother because it was my mama's brother that killed her child. So that's another whole story. So, and then the other 2 died. I believe he's still carrying this around in him.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to pray to God and get that out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Had I kept it in me, it was a trauma to us. I would be probably on drugs and alcohol too.
Right.
Well, he kept drinking. He didn't want to hear nothing from me. When I would talk to him, he would get mad. He would cuss me out, say I thought I knowed everything.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, he's 69 years old. He has drank so much and drunk so much, his pancreas is completely shot. It is gone. He's swole. You cannot, we couldn't tell him nothing. So all of this drinking, whoever is doing, this young lady, she has a beautiful voice, a beautiful voice.
Yes.
But there is something I'm believing that I'm feeling. It's touching me. It's something it's a trauma somewhere. It's a demon that's in her. And I'm not trying to be negative about her, but it's something when we are doing these things to ourselves, horrible things, as gifted as she is, it's something she's carrying around with her that she got to go to God. Only she can go to God for herself and ask him to, as her song said, deliver me. Because as she said, all she keeps doing is hurting who? Herself. She said, I'm hurting me. That song right there telling us everything we need to know. She's dealing with something. You throwing it out there. We have to do that. I did the same thing to my brother. I cussed him out. Told him I don't ever want to see him again, even though it hurted me to say that.
Yeah.
And for years, I would see him and turn my head and cry like a baby because he had to stay. He was home.
Yeah.
He had to stay out there.
Right.
He had to, and the only thing that stopped my brother, he's still alive, he's sick now. The only thing that stopped him was when that alcohol destroyed that pancreas. It's gone.
Right.
It's gone. His feet his heart now probably bad. He just, I tried to get him to go to a doctor about 2 years ago. He refused it.
Yeah.
So now he's at rock bottom. He's at rock, and everything you hear, I know God is going to heal me. I know God is going to heal me. And I told him, I said, God don't always heal us on this side now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see, these churches, they're failing a lot of people. These preachers, they're failing a lot of people because a lot of times, in these churches, they got these members where they're getting a lot of big money from. They're not going to try to correct them because, that's going to stop money flow. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm dealing with some of this stuff right now in church. The preacher, he doesn't want to get God's house in order. Like I told him, this is not your house. This is God's house. And don't tell me nothing about touch not my anointed one. People need to read that Bible because that was the Old Testament. And God was talking that his anointing was on 3 men, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. In that time, we all, if we are children of God and we praying and believing in God, we are all under his anointing because he saves us every day from a lot of things, seen and unseen dangers. Now, you know that, don't you?
Amen.
You hear me? So now, people can say we going to pray for her. The church can pray for her. If she does not want to be delivered, if she don't go to God for herself and pray out to God and ask him to have mercy on her, you can pray all you want to pray for her. But don't stop praying. But what you doing, she need to hear this. Maybe it'll shake her up. She need to hear it. It's not being negative. You being truthful.
It's the truth.
You're driving out here, or however, you keep getting arrested. Okay, what else got to happen? Are you going to drive and wreck and hit and kill some people? The police are saving her right now. Or are you going to drive and wreck and kill yourself with this alcohol or whatever you're using? That's all I got to say, Gerald.
Yeah.
I'm praying for you. Everybody say, I'm praying for you. Are you really praying for them? Or are you just saying it? That's it. So,
and then sometimes, I don't know, you know what, Miss Green, and I believe in prayer, trust and believe, but sometimes it just seems like the harder you pray for people, the worse they get, don't it?
Because they don't. You know why? That's what happened to my brother. Sometimes you got to stop praying for people. You got to say, Lord, and I've done this. I said, Lord, I give them to you because it's too big for me. My prayers, I just turn them over. My mama used to say, sometimes you have to turn folks over into the hands of God, leave them there. Because, see, the more you pray and the worse they get, see, then your prayer, you praying, but then you see they're not getting better, you're going to start getting mad with them. You understand me now? You gonna start, well, I'm through, I'm done with it. I'm done,
Yeah.
And that's not gonna help the situation. You got to leave it with God.
You got to leave it with the
You got to
Lord.
leave it with him. Leave it there.
Yes.
Leave it there. And when you think about it, you say, because see, I had to fight my way to church today.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the finances. I went right in the finance room
Mm-hmm.
because, we had a meeting Saturday. You don't never have a church meeting with black folks. I'm telling you right now. They cut up.
They do.
I just walked out the meeting because you can't get no sense into these people.
Yeah.
And you going back and forth, arguing. We in church, in God's house. I ain't finna deal with y'all like this because I don't even want to turn back the hands of time of who I used to be. So I'm going to go on, take me a ride. I just left.
Yeah.
And today it was hard for me, and the preacher, he knows what's going on in the church.
Mm-hmm.
He's behind it.
Yeah.
And don't no preacher come up on me and tell me, I'm a child of God, so am I, because that preacher might end up going home with a 2-piece and a biscuit, 2 black eyes and a busted lip. So don't come up on me telling you anointed and he think you gonna say anything you want to say to me, because I'm gonna respect you and you gonna respect me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you keep allowing these things to go on in God's house. See, because like Cat Williams said, 2025 it's gonna be a lot of people. It's the year of what? Exposure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of wolves in cheap clothing going to be exposed in 2025. You can believe that if you want to.
Okay.
He's revealing. God is revealing. He's revealing it to us. And a lot of people, they are disturbed by your spirit because your spirit upset theirs because they know you know who they are. And it bothers them.
Right.
So all I can say, it was my brother that was going through this, and at his age right now, he can't enjoy his grandchildren, can't enjoy nothing because he drank himself into this. And I hope this young lady hear this tonight, because I'm not trying to dog her, I'm not trying to down her. I don't know what her trauma may be.
You got 2 more minutes. We got to let somebody.
Okay, I'm done, babe. I'm gone. I'm gone. I love y'all. I love.
Go ahead.
But I hope she hears. I hope some kind of way she can go to God for herself and get delivered. She got to do it though. But I love y'all, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Mother Green. We love you too. I got your number down here too, so
okay.
I'm calling you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let somebody else call in because I know it's a couple of people calling in, but they gave Miss Mother Green some respect. Let her talk. So I just want to give a couple of people some time to call in because I'm leaving at 8 o'clock and it's 7:53. All right, y'all. 919-307. Here we go. North Carolina Beat. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Gerald. It's Kirsten from Dallas. I'm gonna try to be as quick about
Go
this
ahead,
as
baby.
possible. So I'm an addict that's in recovery, and I'll be sober 3 years coming up July.
Congratulations.
And thank you. The comments really showed me the issues that are within our communities of a culture. So not just Black people, but Asians, Indians, anybody that has culture, right? It's so stigmatized to seek help. And then there are other people saying, oh, just go to rehab, or oh, just this and that. A person that's an addict, you can make them go, but they will relapse as soon as they leave, because it's only going to work if it's a personal choice. When I went to rehab, nobody made me go. My doctor did not suggest it, nothing. I hit my own personal rock bottom.
Okay.
I had got a raise and I was making some real money. So I was like, I'm going to buy up all this weed and alcohol. And I know people are like, oh, you can't get addicted to a weed. That's not true. Because what makes you an addict, you will get addicted to what you like to do, for what alters your state of being. So while somebody else could smoke all day and still live their life and not have it be a problem, that wasn't for me. I was facing eviction. I had a dog who I started feeding expensive dog food, went down to eating canned tuna and rice because I was so deep in that addiction. My life was in such a bad place.
Yeah.
And I looked at myself and I said, I need to get help. Something's wrong with me. I can't continue like this.
Yeah.
And I went to one place and I was like, okay, maybe this is going to be a tolerance break, because I was, being a pothead is so cool and it's so fun. And then I went to somewhere else that was more suited for what I needed, and it was God, because I was looking up luxury rehabs because insurance covered it. So I was trying to go somewhere cushy and nice.
Yeah.
And Google fooled me, because when I got there in the middle of the Texas heat, it wasn't what the pictures were. The pool was only 1 day a week, but it gave me the tools I needed. Yeah. Rehab doesn't solve the problem, but it gives you the tools you need. Because when I left, I still had a therapy to do to figure out why I was using. The trauma, the pain. Addicts are using because that is how they live amongst the world. Yeah. We have to mask that pain. Yeah. We have to somehow become something else, because we can't function otherwise. And in communities of culture, it's stigmatized because, you don't have a problem. So-and-so does it. It's okay. You don't need to go. I was the only Black woman there for 90 days. Nobody liked me. Nobody understands that I got PTSD because the police said on me one time with no just cause. No one understood what I was going through as a Black woman, and then my personal issues. But what I realized is, no matter what your drug of choice is, it's all pain and trauma that we're using. Whether you're using opiates, narcotics, or just alcohol, it's all the same type of pain. Yeah. And I went there with women who were forced to go by their families, left, relapsed as soon as they got out. Wow. There's a girl who I pray for her every day, because she's in Austin, just on the street using. And I know her pain. So it's hard, because you need therapy too. Rehab doesn't really give you therapy. They give you the tool you need to help stay sober, but it's up to you to really do that work to get and stay sober. I followed all of the steps, and I had to make amends to people that I felt wronged me, but it was me when I was an addict. Yeah. That wasn't really me. That was the alcohol. That was the weed. I was feeling and floating on cloud 9 because I could not function any other way. I got into a car accident in 2020, really bad. Yeah. And I had liquor going to work. I could not do my job without drinking while doing my job. I was so fortunate that the cup did not spill over, and that the officer did not check my vehicle. Because had he checked my vehicle, it would have been a DUI. Yeah. And it's just
God had you covered. That was one of them moments where he had you covered.
Covered. And my cousin was on her way home, pulled over and said, I know that truck. That's my cousin. And I was like, oh, hey, blah, 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 blah. Got the tow truck. Everything. My mom was so upset. She was like, what's wrong with you? You need to go get help. So I went to detox. Again, the only or the third Black person there. When I got out of detox, at that time, they did not know how to treat marijuana addiction. So I went for alcohol. There was no AA and none of that. I went right back to using. My mother is also an addict. Yeah. So when I left the 90-day program, I went to live with them because I had nowhere else to go. I gave up my apartment and everything. Yeah. So that was one of the hardest things, because they tell you to separate yourself from your old life. Well, I couldn't do that. Black people don't do that. Yeah. We don't just leave our families and then go cold turkey. We don't do that. Yeah. So my mom having a whole house smelling like weed, it wasn't even white knuckling it. I had achieved a state of peace, because I was like, people who gave up on me, when I left that program, they did not trust that I was going to make it. They thought that I was just in there playing around because I was hard to deal with. Yeah. When what I was struggling with was nobody here is like me to understand. Right. But when I got there, I was like, I need to prove that I can do this. Yeah. I left work for 6 months to get better, to be better. Yeah. And I lived with my parents 2 years after that. And I didn't use, I didn't drink. I'm off of Xanax and everything else. And it took 2 years before I was completely sober. Prior to that, my doctor had me on antidepressants, antipsychotics, like real deep antipsychotics that they give schizophrenics, had me on everything. I'm no longer on those things.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because I'm sober. I'm able to function and have rational thought because nothing is clouding my judgment. Now, that's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Because some people can go out and get drunk on Saturday and be ready to go to work Monday morning and be fine. But the big book tells you, the AA book, it tells you the type of people who are moderate drinkers, light drinkers, things that you can, do, and why you are different from other people. Because it's not just about genetics or any kind of predisposition. It's you as a person. There's a cycle that you keep going through. Oh, I can't do this no more. Okay, so you stop. Oh, but I need it. So now you get it. And then your body starts fiending for it. Because now you have to have it.
Right.
Even with weed, I was fiending for it like any other dope addict.
Right.
I couldn't make my day without it.
Right.
But I had to say something has to change. And I have to drop something. I need help for me. And until Leandria can look at herself, until she reaches her own version of rock bottom, no amount of rehab can make her sober. She has to make that determination for herself. And no, the church can't pray it away.
And you know what?
Pray away addiction.
And I want to say something, and I'm gonna let you finish. I want to say something, sis, because that's what I'm worried about. Will Leandria ever hit rock bottom? Because let me tell you something. She's a powerful singer. I'm sure it's not cheap to book her. Okay, so it's like, when you're getting booked $10,000-$20,000, per booking, and people are still booking you despite knowing that you have an addiction, a bad addiction. Like, will you ever hit rock bottom if the people around you is taking care of everything for you that, like, a normal person, like for yourself? Like, some people like can go to work, get paid paycheck to paycheck, bring home $800 every 2 weeks, right? And it's easy to run out of that. You get what I'm saying? And hit rock bottom versus getting paid $20,000 here, $10,000 here. Like, you ain't gonna. You get what I'm saying? So until people walk out and she start mismanaging her money, where she's buying liquor or doing stuff, or people robbing her, because a lot of times people like to take advantage of people who are addicts. Like, they like to, as long as she drunk, I get $100 from her, or as long as she did, I can do this, just all types of things. But go ahead.
So I can explain that in the fact of my own testimony.
Sure.
I had gotten a promotion, gotten a raise. I was making $25 an hour, which for my job, I'm a call center person. That's a lot of money.
Right.
And I was bonusing my annual bonus $2,000, which has only gone up now. But I've been with this company for 8 years. That's a blessing from God that I never got fired, no matter how much work. My doctor put me on intermittent leave with me missing work at least 3 weeks a month. So my checks were short because I'm hourly. But they couldn't fire me. There are things where you still have a blessing. I have a praying grandmother who nobody visited me the 90 days that I was in rehab. I was begging my friends, write me a letter, send me a care package, because these white people, they were all getting it. And I'm like, damn, my people don't care. Nobody care about me. Like my own parents didn't think it was a problem. And what I realized was admitting I had a problem would mean admitting my mother also has that same problem.
Yeah.
But my grandparents, they were here. They drove 3 hours to see me, and they brought me a bottle and things like that. And in the AA book, it says you have to submit to your higher power, because they don't explicitly say a God, but that's what they mean.
Right.
So as a Christian, that means I had to redevelop my relationship with God and pray and lean on him and read Proverbs and read the scripture and get spiritual help as much as mental help. And when you have people enabling you, saying, oh, it's not a big deal, rock bottom is still something that you have to determine for yourself. You still have to realize I can't function like this. And then for celebrities, yes, it is harder, because you have yes men
around you.
Yes men around you. You have large amounts of income, so you can afford your problem. So you don't think that it's a problem because you can pay your bills.
You can pay it.
It's still a problem.
When you got Leandria Johnson money, you can pay, So Yeah.
She can go to the best clinic, but the problem is a lot of the times these really fancy clinics are just dry out places. A place for you to dry out. They don't give you the tools. And I went to a place that gave us no medication that was a controlled substance. No Narcan, no subs, nothing.
Yeah.
So you really had to sit there like you have a real mental problem, but they're not treating that because you need to be completely sober.
Yeah.
And I never went back to those drugs. I told my doctor I can't use that because I feel like that's going to jeopardize me.
Yeah.
So any medicine I take is not controlled because my own disposition for using, I'm afraid that I would abuse that.
Yeah.
And certain rehabs, they still give controlled substances. So you're in essence saying, okay, well, put the hard drugs over there, but we're going to give you what this pharmaceutical is.
And you know what?
So now you feel like you need that.
Yep. You know, that's crazy because Wendy Williams, they said that Wendy Williams got moved to the memory lane because she was at the same facility that got her locked up to keep her from drinking at the bar drinking. I'm like, why y'all got a bar up here at the place? I know they said it's different like levels and stuff for the place, the facility she's at. But it's like, why y'all got a bar in here for the people that's trying to get away from alcohol? It's like, but that's crazy. That's so crazy.
It's a different thing because rehab will let you have nicotine. So vapes and cigarettes, because they realize that you just can't strip people of everything. So caffeine and nicotine are some things that they give you to kind of help ease it when you're in there. But a lot of places you really have to vet because if they're willing to give Suboxone, then they're giving other controlled substances, in which case they kind of really not detoxing you.
Right.
You aren't really going without. Now, for alcoholics, when they detox, it's very scary. You can never detox at home. That is the most unsafe practice because they get the shakes. They need Ativan, and then they start having issues. So when you detox from alcohol, it's a very serious thing.
Yeah.
And you typically have to be in a detox center for about 7 days before you can go to full rehab because they have to watch you medically, especially if you drink heavy alcohol, like tequila, gin, like heavy spirits, vodka. You have to be careful how you detox from that because it can cause a lot of problems. You can't just, strip off of that and then say, okay, sleep it off. You don't sleep that off.
What's your name, sis?
No.
What's your name?
Kirsten.
You said
I've called before.
You said Pearson?
Kirsten.
Kirsten. Okay. Somebody got a question for you. They said, caller, what is your opinion of the injection to prevent the person from drinking? Please and thank you.
I feel like that's new science. If it's been proven to help, then it can. But there's always that dependency. When you're an addict, you will find something to be dependent on, and you will feel like I can't stop drinking without that injection.
Right.
I took naltrexone, which is supposed to help with addiction, and I took that for about a year before rehab.
Right.
I honestly did not feel a difference. But they were then prescribing it to another girl that I was in the center with, and she had a full breakdown because she thought that was an instant cure. She thought that that's going to take these feelings away from me. She thought that that's going to make it all better, and it doesn't.
Right.
She was on that for the last 60 days, still left sober living and went to go use. But that's because she has a pain so deep that she needs some other kind of help. And I pray for her because I'm so scared because nobody knows her like that here. And she's just on the streets. And I'm like, I'm so scared. And it's winter. She don't have nothing warm. She was on the street. Like, and it's scary because, yes, an addict will only call you for money. And you have to tell them no because they're not going to spend the money on whatever they are asking it for. You have to go and buy specifically what they need. But you have to also give tough love and say, hey, you can't keep doing this. If I take you in, you really got to be committed. And the problem is people are willing to accept help sometimes, but they're not committed to sobriety. You can't force that on nobody.
Right.
Now with Leandria Johnson, she got arrested. Her lawyer may say, okay, how about we do, 90-day stay somewhere and then outpatient treatment and then, suspended probation.
Mm-hmm.
The courts will do that. But unless she
But
really
she has to
wants
want the
it,
help.
all that is pledged.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the judge
Unless
can
she
sentence
wants
her.
it,
The
all
judge
that is
can order
pledged.
her to a program, and she gonna have to do that program, or they're gonna throw her in jail. So a judge can't order her to
so
get
then
help.
she could do the program,
No.
but once she gets out, unless she wants it, that program will be a waste.
Yeah.
Rehab costs too much money. $50,000, $60,000. Rehab costs too much money. It's a big money venture.
She got it. But
yes, she got it. And for a lot of people, insurance covers it. You need to call your insurance. Insurance will cover it. That's how I did it. Insurance covered it, and I was on short-term disability. So then I got paid.
So let me ask you this. So you think with Leandria Johnson, she just got to want it for herself. Can't nobody like stop her from drinking. She just got to want it for her. She got to want to be delivered and want sobriety herself, right?
Yep. She has to want it. My mother would smoke 3 times a day and I was working from home. I could smell it. I didn't smoke. Sometimes were hard, yes, but I wanted it. I felt I had to stand up for the rest of my family. I had to stand up for myself. I didn't want to lose my job. So I had to do it for me, for my betterment.
Right.
And you can't do it for your kids, and you can't do it for somebody else. It really is a personal thing.
I mean, at this point, you got to do it for somebody because you ain't doing it for yourself. So, I mean, if you don't love yourself, at least love your children enough to get yourself, straight. But
I've been in rehab with ladies 60, 50, 40 years old, 4 kids, and just won't do it.
Yeah.
Won't get sober. Her family cut her off because it's just like, my mother won't get it together.
Yeah.
And these are white people, won't get it together.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, Black people, we culturally, we don't cut each other off. We don't do tough love to where you burn that bridge and there's no coming back, because we have so much love and so much connection.
Right.
And it's very difficult.
Right.
So, I mean, as long as you're giving that love to some extent, some people just don't see it. Even with my mother now, my dad is like, maybe she needs to go somewhere. And I said she does. But if she don't want it, that's a waste of time, money, and energy.
That's a fact. Wow. Well, we thank you so much for calling in and giving us your testimony. It really blessed me tonight. Thank you for your transparency.
Of course. Thank you. It's no problem. I hope it reaches somebody. I hope it touches somebody, because you can do it. Getting sober is not as hard, but also therapy. Find you.
And I feel like
to unpack.
And I feel like on the road to sobriety, you do need people around you, positive people. But these people she got around her, she need to cut them off. They are not positive. Like at some point, you gonna.
She does. I have a few good people.
At some point, it's gonna get to a point where, you're gonna realize that these people have been enabling you. Like she gonna have that moment and be like, these motherfuckers really did let me drink and almost kill my goddamn self. At some point it's gonna get to that point. But
there are people that I don't associate with because I feel like they gonna drag me down. My own cousin, when my grandfather died and I had to go back to go to the funeral, I was like, we can go out to dinner, but I can't go party with y'all. Because y'all be doing too much. I can't go party with y'all.
Right.
Not because I felt like I was really gonna slip, but because it's too much going on. They didn't think and did not respect my sobriety. So I can't party with people who don't respect me enough to say, no, she don't drink. Don't even bring that over to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yes, you are gonna have to cut people off. Not everybody, but most people. There are a lot of people that are even afraid to hang out with me because they don't want to trigger me. And I'm like, y'all can do you. Sobriety is all me, 100% personally me. I have no problem with somebody smoking in my presence because I know that I'm stronger than that. I smell weed now and I'm like, ooh, somebody getting hot and I'm fine.
Yeah.
but everybody is also different, and there are different stages of a sobriety. I know someone that was sober 15 years, went out just like that and had a bad day and went out.
Yeah.
Everything is different for everybody, and as long as you have the tools you need along with therapy, you can make it. A lot of people don't go to therapy, but you can't hold things in. Your family, you can't just vent to everybody. A therapist is there to help you navigate through why you have this pain and how to get over it. If you go to rehab, you need therapy as soon as you get out, because rehab is going to give you tools. They aren't going to give you a therapist to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you need therapy, because you got to figure out what your trauma and your pain is and get over that, because that's the reason why you're using.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, well, I'm just here to report the news, okay, and give my opinions on what I think, because everybody have opinions about stuff. So but we thank you so much for calling in on tonight. I appreciate you.
And I love the Beat Mob.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you, family. Bye. Y'all have a good night.
Bye. Thank you for your transparency, Kirsten. All right, I'm gonna take one more call, y'all. One more call. Let me put it back up here. 919-307-9002. Y'all, we will not be live tomorrow. I have to handle some business tomorrow, so we won't be live tomorrow. Blog probably won't be that much active tomorrow. It probably will, but we won't be live tomorrow, but Tuesday we will, okay? And that's why I also wanted to come up here to give y'all some stuff. All right, I'm gonna turn the phone lines off. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. I appreciate everybody that came on. Listen, if y'all don't want us talking about Leandria Johnson, tell her to stay out of jail. Okay, tell her to stop. If you don't want us to talk about your pastor, tell them to stop messing with these little boys. Okay, stop, pissing off these people that you're sleeping with, because they're coming straight to the blogs. I have saved 5 pastors this week. 5. I done saved you. I'm not gonna say your name, but I done saved you. I have saved you. Now, had I just been a messy blogger, like some of these blogs that just want content and need that content, then I would have put it out there. But because this stuff is dealing with disgruntledness, and y'all need to stop sleeping with your pastor and doing stuff causing problems. Your pastor married, and he married too. But y'all need to stop doing stuff, and then when stuff don't go your way, you want to run to the blogs and you want to try to put the pastor and try to put people out here like that. Okay, so if you one of them disgruntled members that you got tea on your pastor, and you don't had tea on your pastor for years, and your pastor done piss you off because he won't let you do something in the church, but he letting you do him and you do him, and she doing him and she cheating, all in private. Do not come to the NCB, because I'm not taking your story. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this disgruntled stuff. You get what I'm saying? I'm just not going to do the disgruntled stories. Okay. Now, if you really feel like something is not right and need to be out there, something happened to you, and you come to me and I'll look at your story and we'll go from there. But if you up here just trying to, you mad that your pastor rebuked you because you saw him more than 3 songs Sunday, do not come to me trying to expose the pastor, because I'm not doing the story. I'm just gonna let you know I'm not. I'm not going to, you're going to be, you're going to remain anonymous. They're not going to know that you came to me, but, they'll figure it out. They know. Because see, sometimes, that's why I try to ask people when people come to me with stories, is it obvious with the information that you're giving me? What does that mean? That means, do anybody else have this information that you're telling me? Because if they do, then I'm comfortable running the story, because I also look at the safety of people as well. But if you're the only person that got this information and we put it out there, whether somebody put your name in the story or not, the person that we're talking about gonna know you the one that gave us the story, because you the one that only know this certain stuff. So your stuff have to be obvious. So I be trying to look out for y'all, even when y'all don't even be thinking. You just be ready to expose somebody so you can go home and watch the comments. So, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, when you go to jail, depending on who you are, a lot of people go to jail. We don't talk about it much because who are they, but hopefully Leandria Johnson, you know, get herself together. But like we heard from a recovering addict, Miss Kirsten, she stated, and I hate calling people that, you know, but you know, recover. You always gonna be one, but to me, it just sound, I don't know, it just sound like, well, you be recovering. I mean, like, damn, when you get delivered. But at the end of the day, she has to want it for herself. But, and let me just say this, I will cut my friend off that's dealing with stuff like that, but it's a different type of cutoff. Like, I still feel like when you cut people off and they going through something like this, you know, um, like when I say cut off, I'm not talking about like cut all the way off, but like if it goes like we going to a bar to hang out, we're going to do stuff, I'm not doing it with you, sis, because every time we go out, you drunk, stuff like that. But I'm still gonna check on my friend. Like I'm still gonna call, but I'm pulling back because this is embarrassing. Like you really got to, if you love me, like you say you love me, then hear me out and let me help you. But when I see that you're trying to get help, baby, I'm gonna walk with you every step of the way. I'm gonna walk with you and I'm gonna help you and I'm gonna try to get you free. But I'm not gonna enable you. Don't worry about the bill. Get yourself together. We'll figure that out. We'll get that taken care. Get yourself together. Because when you love friends and you love people, you help them. You don't send them messages, child, they just hating on you and they doing this. No, get delivered, get set free, or get to a place in your life where you know how to drink and not get drunk. Because people drink, but some people drink on the weekends, or they have a drink at night or before they go to bed, but it's not a belligerent drunk drinking. You get what I'm saying? It's not like you at 5 o'clock in the morning, you already pouring up 5 damn shots at 5 in the morning. 5, when I was in Alabama, we used to ride through the projects on Saturday, people outside at 7 o'clock drinking. I'm like, damn, y'all up this early drinking? You know what I mean? Don't cut them all the way off, but walk. But it just got to be a certain, you got to cut back on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's just gonna get to a point where you just got to do something. Like you got to do something. You got to do something to get them to a place. And you know, if Leandria Johnson was just a regular Leandria Johnson, it wouldn't even be a problem. This is a gospel artist, and the fact that she has an anointing on her life. The gifts come without repentance. So no matter how much she drink, how much she cuss, the gift that God gave her, he's not going to apologize for it. He's not going to take it away from her, but he can take that anointing off of you. He can take his hands off a person. He can. He can make a whole nother queen and king. He can. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to be writing another story, Leandria, in 2 more months about you being delivered. I want to write a story about you getting help, you know, that you're going to try. I want to know what is it that's making her, because she said it's a daily walk. She said it's a daily walk, but I want to know what is it, what is in this daily walk that's making her sway to the side? Like you get, like, you know, like if you got friends, like, you know, my people, whatever, we know our daily routine. Like we know what we do day to day. Like we know what, you know, we just know, we know each other. But it's like, to me, it's kind of like where are you falling at? Like, are you bored and you want to drink? Like every time people come over, is it something you want to do? Like, what is making you what in your day-to-day walk that's making you sway? Like, is it bored? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like some people just like to eat because they see food, they're not really hungry. It's like, but like, what is it? I want to know, what is it? Like, what is the struggle so we can help you? Like, what is the struggle? This is the stuff that the people, her close friends, you shouldn't have to go to Ayana to fix your fucking life. You should have people around you, preachers, pastors, bishops. Juanita Bynum. Call this girl. I just hate to see somebody that I like, you know, but I don't know you like that, Leandria, not to talk about you. That's what I tell people, because they be all, well, you like her, why you talking about it? You ain't one of them. It's certain pastors and preachers. Can't nobody come to me about no story, because I'm gonna cuss their ass out, because I'm not writing. I don't care what they did. Yeah, I got some of them, but it's like, come on now, somebody help this girl. Like, come on. Come on. So at some point, we got to get delivered from this trauma. Come on, y'all. We got to get delivered. You got to move on. It's stuff out here to heal you. You got to want it. You got to want it. You got to want it. You got to want it for yourself. All right, y'all. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Remember, we are live on Tuesday, not tomorrow. Beat Mob, y'all. Keep praying for Leandria Johnson. Just stretch your hands towards D. But it is really sad, and I'm just praying that, I just feel like at some point something is going to happen where God is really going to get her attention at some point. Because to be honest with you, I really believe that Leandria belongs to God. I don't believe she belongs to the devil. Like, he has a hold on her. I believe she belongs to God. And it's coming. God gonna get her attention. He gonna get her back where she need to be. Okay. All right, y'all.